Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
On your favorite program, Talk Shop, where we tell it like it is and let the chips fall where they bloody hell may. So with that, let me say a great top of the day to all of you. And today, as we always say, truth crashed to earth shall rise again. Sometimes I have a feeling that once I start, many of you are in your homes repeating or even saying before me, truth crashed to earth shall rise again. And our favorite promise to the Jandamians is that we shall crush all your Jandam with the truth. The Jandam has started though, and we are going to also start our responses because anyway, the question is, what time is it? And the answer is mission time. It's mission time. Let me say this. I've said it all the time that we are interested in building this nation. Actually, most of you don't know, but those of us who have taken our time to study and analyze the whole continent, too. We can say the whole continent as a whole. Take my word that Ghana is uniquely qualified to be the greatest country on this continent. Uniquely qualified though. We don't know, we don't even know what we have. That's why we joke with it. But if you study so many things happening in this continent, you know that this country is not a joke. And that's why people like us are obsessed with nation building, because we are going to make this country that one country that wherever you are in this world, you talk about, oh, they say one Ghana be. There's a place called Ghana. And this is it, man. In the meantime, because we are joking with it, it doesn't look serious. Ghana doesn't look serious, so that it's very, very easy to dismiss Ghana. So, Ghana, dear. Very, very easy to dismiss Ghana. But trust me, this country is going to prove to the whole world that it's a country that you can dismiss. Why? And that's why I come and sit here and I say, if John Dramani Mahama, you say you are resetting this country,
where people buffeted by severe economic crisis and hardships. And in the last few years, we have lurched from crisis to crisis. But there is hope on the horizon. Today should mark the beginning of a new opportunity. An opportunity for us to make a difference in our governance and our economic management. We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana.
We give you all the backing, because if this country is reset, it's going to be the numero uno on the whole continent. But in the meantime, concert does. Sometimes I say that Ghana has become a comedy channel for God. When God is bored, actually, he calls all the angels. Actually, what can we do for fun? So change the channel to Ghana, and they put it in Ghana on Ghana. Then God and the angels will be laughing. Because the concept does. And that's why we are so blinded. We can't see to the concept and realize that this is an amazing country, because we are letting the concept cloud our minds. Concept does. Recently, let me talk about some of the concept. Recently, former President, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, the only leader who has led his party to the worst defeat in the history of Ghana politics. Hello. Let me repeat it. The only leader who has led his party to the worst defeat in the history of the Fourth Republic and Ghana as a whole. You would think that we'll be a little worried and we'll be a little concerned. When you put it on the comedy channel, there he is talking about how Ghanaians We were sitting out somewhere. They themselves told us that they have lost 2 million votes.
Problem na ewo MPP vote. Because if share MPP vote no, we had a decline in our vote about 4 by 2.1 million relative to 2020. It is about 2.1 million.
Now he's telling us that he and His Excellency Akufo have done so well. Their contribution to Ghana between Akufo and him is so remarkable that in 2028 Ghanaians are going to go back throughout NDC and vote them back. Well, basically he said because of the achievements between him and ex-President Akufo, Ghanaians will be so delighted to go to the polls and vote for them to come back. I just have one small question. The same Akufo that you are now mentioning and praising, he actually was complaining that he has been sidelined. And do you remember that? He was actually complaining that he had been sidelined. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to see the real concept. Nana Kasa, he explaining the amount of great work he did with Akufo. Listen to him again. I want you to pay attention to this. In Chio say which means, for those of you who do not understand, they have done a great deal of things. Plenty. And as a matter of fact, I agree with him. And even Dr. Bawumia also agrees. So I just want to talk to Bawumia and Dr. Bawumia, I want you to start listing the name of a brain. Please, start with number 1.
Cost of living. Niema bo ekosoro ahochiri ebai. De kanu eye adia yefreno arrogance of power. Expresse yasu na eyenti. Yasu edi ye tie asem. Party for country say yenye reshuffle. And yes, 8 years, Yanti. And yes, Party for country say Yempe E11. 11 no ebe hagi. The Tosun Yansa Party for country say haircuts no debt restructure no DDEP. Someone in answer. Say, sad debt restructuring no, a bit hard because most of them are pensioners. And my penny announced said there will be no haircut. Some okay. Ghana for you in ING. But a buyer no, you be a haircut. We so share a buy yentuya napco bium, na yentuya afforestation for bium.
There goes the comedy channel, man. Confusion. No, which one do I listen to? One says that they have done Nyama Bebre, excellent things. And the other one too is listing things that are sort of like problematic. All right, that's good. We're listening and I think he made a remark about the current situation. Let's listen to him again. Wow, Nana Usi and Koye, it's no good at all, eh? Well, I really want to hear what Dr. Bawumia has to say. Doctor, what's your opinion?
Yeah, infomso. Bebre, ewo, your governance no mo. Niema wo ha, afi say ye be ye yanye. Ye may be true wo ha ye ya anka ye hu from the background so ye enti mejina ha ye nyina ha ye ka ho bi. Vice President, ministers, MPs, board chairman, appointees, yenyina ya yem from so pacho mumfanche yen why mumfanche yenyina ya from so mumfanche yen.
One of case we used to say something confusion Basaa. Honestly, you know, His Excellency is saying that things went well under him and Akufo. Things were great. Things were happening, you know. But it says, but now. Meanwhile, Bawumia seems to also be saying, no, yes, you did not go. I mean, to the point that he wants to apologize. Confusion Basaa. So here we are. One same party. The leader of the party says, we have done so well. The things that we did are so remarkable. And based on that, Ghanaians are going to troop back to us. And his lieutenant, his vice, is saying, we messed up so bad, Ghanaians, forgive us. So between Bawumia and Nana-Addo, why I mean, who's right and who's wrong? Nana-Addo, you say you have a list of accomplishments that we should worship you for. Bawumia, you say you messed up so much so that we should forgive you. And you now start to understand why Ghana is God's comedy channel, man. Can you imagine the amusement and the entertainment you are giving to the angels when they tune in? The same party. President saying, who be there? Vice saying, Yanya Dekura. Look, maybe is it, what's the word? Immature. But my immaturity tells me, and I keep saying this, that you don't quarrel with success. I know you lost 2 million votes according to your own records. But if I were you, His Excellency, what I would say is this. Yeah, we lost the election. It wasn't the what we expected, but we did lose, you know. And Muhammad's come in, and at this point, things are progressing. Let us all support him so that we can build this country. If I were you, Kasana Meka. But you still have to be macho, you know, and talk about Nemankoye. Pacho, what you are saying, does it really fit in your mouth comfortably? Say Nemankoye no. Who can why a or you have to say it because you are in the opposing party. Please, Ghana for listen and listen good. You know, and I'm sorry if I keep, you know, using Muhammad as an example. I remember when he lost the bid and Nana Akufo-Addo came in, one of his first statements was that all of Ghana should support him.
This is why I stand here today, Mr. Speaker, holding the baton of leadership, prepared to pass it on with pride, goodwill, and determination to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and to ask all Ghanaians to cheer him on as he runs his portion of this important relay for Ghana.
I really remember that. So, my dear Your Excellency, please, well, you have the right to say what you want to say, but I'm telling you, you're a statesman now. You move from president to become an ex-president, and an ex-president is now a statesman. And part of being a statesman is to help in uniting your country. So the worst you could have said was that, well, things are changing. Let's hope that it stays the way it is going. That's all. Congratulate him. You won't die. You'll get more respect. You won't die. Anyway, let's move on. The community channel does not just just end with the antics of the MPP. Sometimes you see quite a bit of comedy in the NDC as well. Let me tell you the comedy that I see in the NDC. Listen, one would think normally after inheriting such a mess and within a remarkably short time being able to build out of the mess something solid, something beautiful, something commendable. One would think that you would say to yourself, oh Charlie, it has started well. Oh. Our next worry is that how do we keep the focus and make sure that what we have started, we will end it well. That's all. But the comedy channel kicks it again, because instead of focusing on that, it's sad to say, and it's not official, but already inside the NDC too, there's jostling for power. Now the focus is on who takes over from Mahama. And here, no, I'm here to advise the NDC. That is comical. Right now, every bit of attention should be focused on, we have made these accomplishments. How do we build up from here? How do we make it sustainable? Trust me, and listen, there are many people waiting on the sidelines to see things reverse. There are many people who are waiting to see the CD crashing again, waiting to see the dollar rate at 20, and you will hear CKING. We know that nothing good was going to come out of this. There are many people who are waiting to hear that the fuel prices are skyrocketing. Then they'll say the same thing, CKING, we told you so. So all I'm saying is that if you're serious, your only focus should be on how do we make sure that what we have started doesn't become a 9-day wonder. I mean, let's be frank, we are doing, as a governance, dear, whatever you do, there'll be some setbacks here and there. As for that, dear, it is part of the logic of governance. Setbacks here and there. So that one, we all know. I'm not talking about the setbacks here and there. I'm talking about a complete failure where things start reversing. That is what many people are waiting for.
I want him to fail. I want my party to win the 2028 election.
So you want him to fail?
I want I don't want Mahama to succeed as in succeeding, because I want my party to win.
And I swear to God, if that should happen, you hear the jubilation. That's so sad that if that happens, it means that the country is in turmoil and the country is going down. But you hear jubilation from a segment of the people who want to see a failure. So after having said all of this, if I were you, President Mahama, and you are the leader, please make sure that you keep the focus. I'm telling you, if there are people in your party now who are interested in taking over from you, tell them to resign. Then they can start. You know, isn't the NDC intelligent enough to know that, yes, the MPP, they have got their flag bearers. They have amended their constitution to make sure that by the 31st, they should elect a flag bearer because they want the power back. And you in the NDC, you too, you want to hold on. But the most intelligent thing to do is not to get distracted. But I see that happening. You're getting distracted. Hey, maybe we should now also start thinking about who our flag bearer will be. Maybe we should start doing our own little campaigns in our own small ways. Whether you're going on the thank you tour, whether you're organizing keep face over there, all over the nation in my own small way. Let me make my presence visible. Is that what you need now? What you need now is to unite and stay focused. So me and this, all I'm telling you, keep the focus on where you should be focused on. No. You promised Ghana oral.
We'll launch an Operation Recover All the Loot to investigate, prosecute, and recover the proceeds of corruption. To investigate, prosecute, and recover the proceeds of corruption, no person found culpable will be spared. But let me say that the sword of accountability will cut both ways, against both past and the present government.
And in case you didn't know, Ghanaians are starting to get so disappointed with oral. Ghana first, they don't feel anything. There was so much talk about what we'll do when we come and everything. Now it's like, oh, we have to make sure we have a watertight case. If you didn't have a watertight case, then why the promise crossing over there? So please, focus on these things. Focus on them and build on them. And when you do that, then we know that you're serious and not this alleged infighting to take over the presidency. No, that won't work. Keep the focus, man. Unless you are lying to us, because the people that have been named as having looted are freely walking around and having a good time. Freely. So unless you are lying there, it's a different case. But if it's true, then I'll let your Attorney General and OSP that prove to us that you really did have something. In the absence of that, that's why people can, at this point, even celebrate the fact that we are the best thing ever to happen to Ghana. No, so NDC, you were in opposition for 8 long years. 8 years, so. And you've been able to win power. And at this point that you're able to win power, where should the focus be? Is the focus now on, who's going to succeed Mahama? Or is the focus going to be, let us make sure that this amazing power that the people have given us, let us build a sustained legacy for this country, because it's nation first. Let us build a legacy that is sustainable. And in case you didn't know, folks, and I'm talking about all the people in the NDC who are jostling for power. In case you didn't know, whether or not you win power depends on how you support JM to leave a lasting legacy. You forget about the lasting legacy and start doing your own campaign here and there and let JM not accomplish what he wants to accomplish and see whether you win power. And yes, I'm grand. No. And the important thing is that after 8 long years of complete downturn, within 8 months, things have been reversed and things are looking up. And you're going to blow this? Because what, you two want to be president? You know? I can tell you that I don't know what the president is feeling, but I think that this must be frustrating him to see that there are pockets of people who are now already focused on how to win the presidency after he leaves. Now, concentrate and leave a legacy that Ghana can stand on. And whether you come back or not, the legacy is so strong that whoever is taking over is standing on a strong legacy for the nation. I think being Miyari and say everything is nation, nation, nation. That's my illness. And that's why many people, or some people may not like this way. Because the conventional thinking is that party, party, party. I'm saying the party that is intelligent enough to build, the party that is intelligent enough to leave a lasting legacy is the party that I hope will rule this country. So folks, that's all I want to say. I don't want to talk too much today. It was just for us to become aware that even though Ghana looks like a comedy channel for God, beyond the comedy, when you see through the fog of the pettiness, when you are able to really sit down and really look beyond the fog, Ghana is a mighty country. You have no idea. In Africa here, Ghana is a mighty country. And we have to make sure we build that country, the Ghana we want, that everybody will talk about. You see, I have some time, everybody, oh, Rwanda, Kagame. Now it's sorry, fine. Ghana is the most deserving country to be held in that state as a symbol and beacon for the continent. So please, you do the comedy. The comedy keeps us cool. We are all right. We are not fighting. There's no bloodshed. But now I'm saying let's go beyond the comedy. With the MPP, you can decide who is right. Is it Bawumia or Akufo-Addo? And they're right. And in the NDC, please decide. Are you going to back the president to build a sustained structure that Ghana can grow on? Or are you also going to copy the NPP and also start jostling for power? The NPP has nothing to lose. They're in the position. All they have to do is to make sure they can distract you as much as possible. And so if you also open yourself, have to be distracted, and instead of focusing on building, you're focusing on the internal competition, then you're doomed. Folks, I'm done. So until we come back your way next time, this has been Talk Shop, where we tell it like it is and let the chips fall where they may. And as the chips fall and we start seeing through the fog, eventually.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.